Hello everyone, this is David at Grow and Eat This. I left a couple of bok choy. We like the choi bok choy, and the seeds can be kind of hard to find, and they're our favorite. So I decided this year that I would let a couple of plants go to seed, and we would see how we could do with them. So they've gone to seed, and I'm hoping you can see what all we're handling with here. When they first started, I didn't know what it was because they looked kind of strange. Never having saved seed from them before. But what I found is that the only thing that spots these seeds faster is the birds. Boy, they just annihilate these things. So I did have a cover over them for a while, and the birds weren't paying much attention to them. And then with time I've realized it's because they weren't really ripe yet. Now that they're ripe, the birds are everywhere. So I got to get some of these picked. And frankly, all you can hear in the background is the sound of baby birds. So if they want to seed these things out, feed them to the babies, I think that's fantastic. But I do want to get some seeds for me. So I'm going to go with the dried up ones. I hope some of them still have some seeds in them. The birds didn't get all of them out. The green ones, of course, haven't dried up enough yet, and I don't know if when they finish if they'll ripen the seeds off or not. So I'm not going to take a chance, and I'll just go for the ones that are ripe. I've got this plant here, and I got another one further back, so I can do two of them. That looks like about all that's ripe that the birds have not already completely stripped. So we're going to hold these up. We'll crumple them some. See what's happening. Should have showed that. That was pretty cool. Nothing in there. Those are all done. Those are done. Those are done. Here we go. Wow. See how many seeds there are. Wow. You know, some of the peppers, I understand why the seeds are like $5 for 10 seeds. Because you open them up and there's like nothing. There's very, very few seeds in them. But holy mackerel, these things are like covered in seeds. I pretty well got these all shelled out. You know, that didn't really look like much there, but look at all the seeds. So we're going to back up to this other one and see how many more seeds we can come up with. This one is a much bigger plant. Got a whole lot more seeds on it. So we're going to see what we can get. They're not as ripe. Well, we've just picked a few. I think I'm going to put the netting back over and let some more of these ripen, because the birds are getting the ones as they ripen, as fast as they ripen. And I do definitely need more seeds than this. We grow a lot of this. So I'm going to get the netting back over it. And that should keep the birds off of it. Let a few more of them ripen up and I'll get some more seeds and I'll let the birds have it all. And I collected a bunch of seed pods from the choi, bok choy. And it's time to see how we're doing. These can be hard, this particular variety can be hard to find. It's just a bok choy, but what it is a lot more green than it is stem, and we really like it. So you can pick the leaves for a really, really long time before it bolts. Just a great product. So it's the only kind of bok choy I had at this particular time, so I figured the seeds are pretty good. Now you can see I have quite a few seeds already. What I want to do, and I'll wait a little bit, let's see if we can get some more seeds. These are really, really crispy dry. Kind of show you what these look like, because they're amazing. Absolutely amazing. And they've dripped all over the place, but look how many seeds you get out of just one pod. It's kind of funny when you buy these things, it's like, you know, 200 seeds for $4 or something, and it's like, holy cow, look how many seeds. I'm going to start just scrunching them up. I know it wastes a lot, but when you consider how many seeds you get, if I don't get half of them, I've still got far more seeds than I could possibly plant. Look at that. I could possibly plant. So maybe I'll put some up on Etsy or something for people to try. But one of the first things that I want to do, here's a good little handful for doing it, is I want to make sure they're viable. Now, I've got to keep collecting them because they're ready to collect. But I'm going to wet some paper towel here. Fold it in half. Put a bunch of these seeds on it. It's more than 10, but it's what I got. And slide this, let's see, I'm going to face it up. So I want them to grow this way. So there we go. Put them into a sandwich bag, seal them up. Now, wet paper towel, sealed up, seeds are damp. Give me 2, 3, 4 days. We'll see what kind of germination rate we get on these, and then we'll know just how good are these seeds. So I'm going to slide them up here between these two pieces of 2x4. Keep them in the dark, and we'll go back to our seed collecting. So I'm going to keep doing this some, and we'll be back when I get further along. Boy, after you've been doing this for like forever, you kind of get to where it's like, okay, come on out, seeds. Hopefully I've broken them all up. Probably take this outside and blow it and get rid of a lot of this stuff. Alright, I went out, did a bunch of blowing. Here's what I ended up with. So, here's my bok choy seeds. We'll see in a few days what kind of germination I get off of them. And even if it's like 50%, we're covered for a couple of years. So saving seed, it just pays, particularly on those items that you really like something and it's like the one seed you have to buy from someplace because only one place carries it or two places carry it, so you end up having to pay way too much money buying something just to get these. So this gives me my choi hopefully for next year and then the year after. And I'll add it to my Romano bean seeds we saved, the dill seed. We've been saving more and more seeds, and we're really happy with that this past year when seeds were so hard to come by. So this is David at Grow and Eat This. Saving seeds is the way to go. All right, it's Monday, July 12th, I believe. These were started on the 9th. Just been a couple of days. These are the choys that we collected seed from and wanted to check them for germination. It's only been a couple of days. And would you look at this? Here we are at, there's two that haven't germinated, but it looks like all of these have. These have, all of these. There's one there. I'm not going to bother to count them and figure out the percent of germination. I just know that this is a full, total success story. This is unbelievable. I've now got choi seeds. I've got them in a wine cooler with other seeds in storage at 55 degrees. Very, very low humidity. And these will be ready for me this fall for planting outside. And I'm probably going to put these in some pots here inside or do them hydroponically, because I hate to see these beautiful little seeds go to waste. So saving seed actually works, and as you can see from this video, it's not hard to do. So start keeping some of your own seed. It's yours.